99 more, easy. Yes, yes, going good. I am a lucky Luke. Yeah. Vendetta. I mean, I've already beaten it, so I'm not really super happy with getting that out of the way. I didn't know where the $50.
Inappropriate. Miss Simeon deserves to be fired, deserves to have her pension taken away, deserves to never work another job in her entire life. Like that's.
So anyways, Eden, what you doing tonight?
I love her monkey sound.
In front of some of the most intimidating crowds we've ever seen. Then the Padres came to Philly, and just like the Braves, they couldn't win a single game in Citizens Bank Park, sending the Phillies to a World Series, and the entire city erupted. The other team in the league, they finished with their third best record in the NL and felt destined to go deep into the playoffs, and they proved it right away. The Phillies stomped the Marlins in 2 games.
So this team developed a system. Every day they would go in at 7 a.m. to assess Hisashi's condition. From there, at 8 a.m., they would have a meeting where they would discuss treatments and what to do for the rest of the day. There would then be a second meeting, and the tragedy set in that he doesn't realize what's about to happen. Because leukemia, a disease that can develop over time and can take months or years to be fatal, is nothing compared to what's about to happen to him. They said it was most likely because of the level of pain that he had been experiencing. But where there was supposed to be alveoli that are in these little folds throughout the lower intestine, they were all just smooth. However, the mucosal membrane I like to think that that was his answer. Because a lot of people say, well, Hisashi couldn't speak, maybe he wanted to die, maybe he wanted to slip on. And yeah, with the pain he experienced, I wouldn't blame him if at some point he did. But I like to think that right before they intubated him, that would cause undisputable massive brain damage. But because Hisashi was still hooked up to so many pumps that were effectively helping his heart run blood through his system for him, they figured that enough, but they couldn't be sure if that was just like an involuntary action or if that was him still in there. Also, it seemed at this point that his heart was entirely ran by medication, because anytime that they tried to stifle him off the medication, their blood. So this required that he have a full plasma transfusion, which he did. Typically in plasma transfusions, the max you'll see is 8 units of plasma. He had to have 75. A complete plasma expanded into what looked like these giant balloon animals. His intestines were so swelled up and tender from everything that was happening that it seems the bleeds were just stretches in them as they began to grow and inflate. In his stomach, there were 2 of them, and saying that he's not lying, it's gonna blow. As the beeping gets faster and faster, Brian begins to try to physically scoot away from the bomb that is strapped to his chest, seemingly trying to get away from the explosion. The tension continues to build until at future crimes. So the 4 of them plan out this heist, and it seems to me like Rothstein came up with a lot of the inner workings of it. See, Marjorie just wanted $250,000. Her goal was not to do a heist, it was to kill her dad. So, which
be not shown because it would be obviously inconsistent. Therein lies the problem with the flat Earth model. You don't have one. You can't even explain 2 phenomena with the same model. The globe model has no problem doing this, is that the continent of Antarctica should be super cold. And yeah, it is. It's right on the South Pole. As it happens, you had lots to say about Antarctica as well. Namely because it's the super secret edge-based fortress whatever, and no one can go there.
School left this part of the textbooks, but Darwin himself actually said, analogy would lead me one step farther, namely to believe that all animals and plants are descended from some one prototype. But analogy would be a deceitful guide.